Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well today. So if you were around the stream yesterday, you'll know today's plans changed a little bit. I was originally leaning towards doing something crowd control tonight, or today, and instead I'll try to get that in, maybe tomorrow night, probably during Friday, assuming I'm up for it. Honestly, by Friday I might be super tired and not be up for streaming, so crowd control might need to be next week. Instead, a new game I was interested in was released on the Daredrop program, Merchants of Rosewall. It's actually on my list to do the demo of last week. It was just last week, right? Or was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was just last week. But I didn't quite get to this one. I honestly didn't realize it was releasing so soon. So we are going to do Merchants of Rosewall game. If you are interested in it, I have a pinned message up that is just my Daredrop link. They provide me with the key to this game and give me some dares to do to potentially get keys to give away to, the viewers later. So that's part of the reason I enjoyed it. Hey, Christopher over on YouTube. The dares today, you won't even notice them. I'm just going to be playing this completely normally. The main dare I'm doing today is just streaming for 4 hours, then leaving a review for the game. Which I try to leave reviews for most of the games I play anyway. And I usually stream for 4 hours today anyway. Yep, the Daredrop link will just take you directly to the Steam page. It is just a redirect that allows them to track if people used it and went to the Steam page through it to show that the program's working. It doesn't do anything crazy. It just sends you right to the Steam page through a redirect. That being said, I don't know too much about what I'm doing today with this. I'm being a merchant, I know that much. I also know there's a decent chance that at some point my game is going to freeze and I'm going to have to restart, but I shouldn't lose any progress. Launch day has a few bugs in the game, but nothing that seems to be completely game-breaking. Just when I transition to the new game, sometimes it seems like the game's freezing, and sometimes the UI will vanish from comments I'm reading. But that's not a huge thing. I see, Christopher. Well, it's probably a good thing for me that it's actually giving a push notification for streams, but I wonder why it's just starting now. So, first thing, choose appearances. This is on the Steam page, so I actually know what these all look like. But we will go through them real quick. I already know which one I'm choosing. It's the very first one. Haru. And I'm allowed they, them. Yay. Oh no, name for my shop. I didn't think of a name for the shop. Anyone got one? Boxmart? Fine, we'll go with Boxmart. Takes a yell to wake you. Oi, y'all there? Our long train ride in the city of Rosewell has incredible views of the road around you. If you had been awake to notice them. What the fox do you want? Nope, I'm just jumping right into it. Also, this text is smaller than I expected. This might look funky on stream for a little bit, but I'm gonna make this bigger and see if I crash the game. Oop, I broke the game. Give me a second. That was nice and quick. I warned there's some bugs to the game. That still looks alright. So note to self. Do not change the screen resolution in the middle of this opening scene. It unfortunately doesn't have set resolution, so I was dragging it out. Yell to wake you. Wait, y'all there. Yada yada. Esteemed merchant, huh? How do you know? Badge on your bag. The crimson and golden signet of golden lion capturing enormous clipper shines on the flap of your knapsack. You know what's spotting that thing's here to buy and sell? We'll just confirm. Yep, I'm a merchant. Cheery the most. Rosewall's a good place for that. Got yourself a name? Haru. Aye. Name's Brawley. Job's important to the train depot. Outside the city? Nah, personal trip this one. Refreshing a memory. Hello, Bear. A memory? You trying to remember something? Aye. Should have brought it up.
Check.
Thank you for the hydrations. Also, hello, Kaneko. I tried to find you on the Link to the Past randomizer last night, but I couldn't find any user named Koneko. So I feel like I forgot something. Or failed my search skills. Nya-chan. Okay. I will write that down on the side real quick. Let's forget how cramped trains are. Beats walking, though. Riley gazes out the window. I had Rosewall spells beneath an enormous mountain. He straightens as the train slows down. Picture a seaside is eaten by a rock wall and tunnel. The sprite is Koneko. Okay. Ready then? Ready to muddle through? Good morning, good afternoon. Hope you're grooming well. Oh, someone got 0. Bruce got 0. You swing your knapsack, looking at your badge as it wrestles the strap on the front. Rosewall train depot is larger and more crowded than you expected. You knew the city was a crown jewel of Belverda's Armis era, but seeing it in person is something else. Riley, you coming with me? Nah, got depot work to do. Meddy's supposed to come get you. See you soon. You there. The merchant with their bag hanging dangerously loose on their knapsack. I'm Mehdi. I'm the Secretary of Commerce. Since working with the Astrotain Company on this merchant program was my idea, beyond my responsibility. Yep, nice big fish. If your shop fails, it reflects poorly on me, you see. So, I own a shop here? Stark own the land and the shop. You manage the business. Speaking of which, your contract from Astoga isn't the key to your workshop. I should have just enough time to take you to a workshop. Come with me. So you're my fairy that I owe a loan to, right? Hello, Zach. As you speed past Rosewall's many districts by train, the people alongside you in conversations you overhear radiate a collective care for life. You hold on to that feeling as the tram stops back and forth from the address Betty mentioned was your new home. Your workshop is quite spacious. He probably means barren. Clean. Or vacant. Regardless, a package from Stoke has arrived for you. Letter. Dear Merchant, congratulations on the Stoke Trading Funds Merchant Program. We hope the workshop you have tailored to your exact specifications will help you expand the company's reach into the great city of Rosewall. We have generously provided a stipend to help build your workshop and hire workers. It is not for personal use. We've also included a handful of fresh, as this writing, ingredients to make Rosewall Jamwich. The sandwich should be sold. The sandwich is not for personal use. We believe this package will aid you sufficiently. After all, the satisfaction of a hard day's work comes from lifting yourself up by your bootstraps rather than taking handouts like the one we have provided. Sincerely, ETC Merchant Program, Commandant Julius Maximus Arcades. P.S. Do not attempt to contact the Stock Trading Company unless explicitly requested by the company. We will not reply to inquiries of any kind. They seem like lovely people. I'm supposed to make a Rosewall Jamwich? A simple enough task. You are a chef, correct? You try your best to make a Rosewall Jamwich, but it's no use. Well, there it is. I can't help but ask, however, should there not be more sandwich? I did the best I could with the tools I had. Yes, well, perhaps it would be best to delegate such tasks to an employee. I recommend you head to the gastronomica to hire a cook. A good place to grab a meal as well. We part ways here, but I can accompany you to the tram, since I need to head to the city myself. Gastronomica hums with workers hungry for a meal and cooks ready to serve them one. Oi, Haru! Having a seat, enjoy yourself for the latest meal in Rosewall. Mr. Payne, and your friend? Merchant for Estog. Greetings, friend. Welcome to the Gastronomica. We take pride in serving meals prepared by apprentices as they work on their way to becoming chefs. What would you like? Vegetable, stir fry, beef stew. Healthy, not healthy. Let's go with the not healthy food. Wonderful. I'll get Ronda right on that. Anyone lined up to work for you? Excuse me, person, you have no eyes? Not every character needs eyes. You've watched anime before, right? You gotta know who the main characters are by having more interesting character designs. Gastro's a good place to start. You can hire them to feed folks while you hire more. There she is. Ungi Etri, you two. Riley, Savior wanted to let you know the stuff I'd be right up. You're my last customer of the day, eh? If you assume as Rhonda hands you a large bowl, much larger than you anticipated, and sits down next to Brawley and across from you. I left the night crew with a big old batch of my soup. After that runs out, they're gonna have to make their own slot. Oh, they don't need eyes to see, they're background characters. They just get things done. Enjoy, by the way. You're a merchant, right? You double check your knapsack, see if you left your badge on it. I can just tell, wide-eyed looking around at everything. Rhonda darts her head mockingly in imitation of a character she's conjured up. You try to remember if you did anything like that. What district's your workshop in? It's near the Maiden's Kiss, that's a good spot. Anyway, always folks looking to work someplace near you. Glance at Brawley between Suzu, quietly nudges his head towards Rhonda. Actually, I'm looking for crest folk right now. Well, I'm sure you'll find someone. All the apprentices here. Oh, hi, you mean me? Let me think about it. I wouldn't mind the experience. Where are you located again? That too, Bear. So you shuck around your knapsack piece of parchment Maddie gave you earlier. You smell stir-fry heading towards your table. Greetings, Master Brawley. The usual with extra portion? Thank you, Sarah. Take care. Pull out your map and knapsack and start looking at your workshop. Should ask them for the recipe sometime, Rhoda. It's Cicero's not long for the gastro. Gotta get it yourself. Not really great at cooking dwarven meals. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the recipe for Granbury too. It's custom of ours. She had knowledge and all. So, you find your shop yet? It's between the guild hall and the harbor, right around here. Ah, yeah, I know the spot. Not prime real estate, but it's a crosswalk, which should give you some business. You know what? Sure, I'll do it. Probably need to start looking for a place to work anyway. It's pretty late. You gonna sleep after you leave your shop? That is where I'm sleeping. Ah, so it's a whole room and board and work situation, etc., huh? Okay. Alright, how about I try to make another suit at your workshop tomorrow then? My shift's over, so I can take you to the parade right now.
Hi, how are you?
Actually, you haven't been there yet, yeah? Nope. Hi, Bruce. It's a good time to show you. Let me grab my things and we'll go. Stock's got 11 room of work then. Come with Stock. Suppose while commute, walk where you wake. Stock. Let's stick with Stock. Keep it in mind when you eat work though. Okay, done. Ready to head over? The parade is described to you as a marketplace, but within its midst, it's so clearly much more. You have exactly one hope. Lots of people come and buy and sell. They also come to talk to each other, to learn about the world's change. Food and knickknacks almost feel beside the point. Alright, let's get down to business. We need vegetable broth, steak, potatoes, and carrots. Hello there, Rhonda. I see you brought a friend. Friend, maybe. Boss, definitely. A boss named Haru. I'm a merchant. Of course, you're on a spy run then. You've come to the right place. Nafsto's Rosewall Imperium has just about every locally sourced food product you can think of. Groceries, meats, sauces, oils, you name it. And even if you can't name it, we have it. Run out home, gotta be back before half past today or I don't get inside. That's what happens when you forget your keys. Alright, have a safe trip home, Christopher. That usually gets a laugh. Sure, we'll laugh. After it actually catches, not feel by surprise. Wow, that really got a laugh out of you. Not to rush you, but do you have... I can certainly look. To buy an ingredient, sell it from the manufacturer's inventory. Be careful, however, ingredients are useless if you don't have recipes to use them. Make sure you only buy what you can use. Nadifa's inventory won't change, so you can always come back and buy whatever strikes your fancy later. Did you find everything you need? Yep. Okay, great. We got what we need. But, I'll catch up with you first thing tomorrow. I'm beat, and if I'm beat, I can't imagine how tired you must be. Tomorrow's gonna have to do real work. Rhoda. Rhoda doesn't have much time for social niceties, but that doesn't mean she's not kind. She's spunky, motherly, and even though she left home when she was young, is close to her family. Quest complete. One day in Rosewall. You got a letter. Dear Merchant, congratulations again on your introduction to the Stoke Trading Company's merchant program. As you begin building your shop, the company would like to remind you that any franchiser, you, contracting the company, us, must abide by the franchiser's renowned excellence ethos. Free! In order to be a free compliant, your shop must increase the operating capacity on a monthly basis. The company tracks franchisers' growth through each shop's renown. While we understand that you've only just set up your shop must acquire Renown 2 certification by the 12th of Frostwayne, 1/12. Failure to attain the certification will result in immediate closure of your franchise. Sincerely, ETC Merchant Program Commandant Julius Maximus Arctus. Yes, the company is not liable for losses incurred, laws violated, or ethical lines crossed in the course of you acquiring Renown. Still seem like lovely people. You hear your new chef knocking on the door, their voice softened by the hunk of wood between you. Morning, it's Rhoda. This is the right place? Could've sworn it was. Figured all the empty space would work for a newbie, or a weirdo. You let her in. So I was right. Phew. Didn't have to pal around for looking for you after all. Thought maybe you'd taken the EC some money and ran. Poof. Rhoda's gestures a small silver pot she's holding. Okay, where should I set up? A pause. That new, huh? You know what a stove is, right? Oh, see, that looks like a stove. Aw, no one caught it. Oh, here's the next one. Sign Companion. Companions are skilled craftspeople who can help you craft all kinds of items. Start crafting, go to workshop and click Assign Companion, and select one of your companions from the list. I suppose either side of this should work. This is the stove, and this is the prep area. Oh yeah, you want to miss 14 Pokemon this week, don't you? Looks right. Could use some more fixins, particularly rounded out. Will do for now. Okay, so now you gotta sell me to make the stew. You offer Rhoda a confused look. Okay, pretend I'm you. Rhoda does a startling expression of your voice. My dearest Rhoda, I assigned you to make grand beef stew. As your companion is set, click Assign Recipe and pick from the recipe list. When you found the recipe you want, click Assign Recipe Companion to the recipe details. Yep, not even sarcastic this week. I suppose it's nice that they keep doing miss quests just so you can feel okay about missing. Alrighty then. One grand beef stew coming right up. Make sure to select the number of items you want to craft, then press craft to start crafting your items. I only got recipes for one. I think this turned out alright. Thank you, Rhoda. For what? Making stew? You ordered me to make it, remember? Love cooking. I do it all day, every day if I could. Anyway, now you know this whole thing operates, and you gotta show what I'm doing it. A stove, something to cook on, a pot to cook it in, and meat, of course. Might want to branch out more for just food, though. Works better to have people who are good at making all kinds of stuff. Okay, stew's done. I've even brought a bowl for you. Ain't I nice? Thanks again, Rhoda. Oh, don't mention it. Welcome to Rosewall, by the way. Should get going, though. Got errands to run this morning. Speaking of which, Hari, yeah, I could have something for fun out there. Your shop will be here when you get back. Map of Rosewall at the tram station names too many enticing locations to count. Nearly every block has some alluring name, like the Batoon or the Tourmaline. You remember two of the other places besides the parade you read about in the train. The Drums and the Maiden's Kiss. The Drums is Roswell City Hall. Looking at government buildings is no way to be introduced to a new city. Then it'll have to be the Maiden's Kiss. Grab your merchant's bag in case anyone asks who you are, and head for the tram stop. Tram stop's just outside the edge of the park, and as soon as you step onto the grounds, serenity befalls you. In the distance, you hear gleeful shrieks as children barrel through the beautiful meadows. You stroll into the park, and spot a fountain just a few feet in front of you. The moment you take a seat on its rim, you remember you only had one meal today. Fantastic as it was, you had nothing to drink with it. Though you acknowledge it may be a sign of disrespect to the park and its visitors, you cup your hands and dip them in the fountain. Bad Haru. Bad Haru. Find proper clean water. Don't just drink random fountain water. You pour the water into your mouth and a small bead flashes at the sides to your hands. Unable to stop yourself in time, you swallow the object whole. Yeah, this is what you get. Offers no sensation, you say the enemies have potentially violated the social contract called correct. You are no worse for wear. Another moment. The town used to be alive. It wasn't perfect, no town is. But the people who lived here were happy, I think. Now it's nothing but a monument to a special kind of violence, the wood and history left to rot in equal measure. Hard to believe we might be the only people who've been here since it flooded. Some places are best left forgotten. Every home and street is indebted with the same empty sorrow. The kind of societies spend lifetimes forgetting. The kind that, in a few years' time, no one will remember. Heartfelt letters unsent. Person remained in love unrequited, and intended recipients scattered to the wind. This other person rose through the company ranks like furious magma. Were they just to those he surpassed? An argument between workers and management. Over what? The picket signs won't say. It's fun making all these stories out of rubble. You get to live in your own little version of history. The same waters swallowed it all. None of the stories we tell ourselves can avoid that. The mine flooded first. How many were trapped inside when the crushing waters came? How many were battered against the caves? How many drowned slowly in pockets of air? Now that the water's cleared out, you could look and see. Not that I want to know. But we have to. We'll just straws for it, I guess. Eventually, it just comes down to that nasty, nagging feeling. A tragedy of this size seems to come out of nowhere. Natural disaster and all that. The sorrow that haunts this place? So much more when you know that the people who could have stemmed these waters simply chose not to. Claudius Pius, 19th of Darnmarch, AE 86. Yay, darker themes. You do not remember the rest of the day. A raspy wine stares at you. Hey. Actually, raspy. Hey. Stay put for now. You had a real bad fall drinking that fountain water before I brought you here. Who? Still real, huh? Call me Seago for now. Most people do. I got used to be a sailor and tell when the storm's coming. What you doing? Right now I'm gainfully unemployed. That don't mean I lack purpose. Brought you back here, didn't I? We're here. Ground must have conked you good. This is meant to told me to take you. You live here, right? Yeah. Then you're home. What happened? Oh, good. You got your facilities back. What's the last thing you remember? Streets were flooded. So you did see it. We'll get to that. See, I've been watching that fountain waiting for this to happen, so I washed her over. Wait. You're out cold. Look, I saw your merchant badge, and saw that word Medi. Told me to bring you here. Hold on. Why are you watching the fountain? Oh, I was watching the fountain because I think it connected the blobs, and knew that some chump would eventually drink the advertised water, see? That memory. Blobs? Of, what? Blobs concentrated little balls of energy, as far as I understand them. Comes in all kinds, too. Fire, water, wind, earth, big, small. You take them out in the form of anything. Clouds, critters, crabgrass, all in evil. Ain't that why everyone comes to Rosewall? See what those monsters could do? Figured a merchant would have heard about them. Remember the smaller memory notes, the kind you swallowed. You vaguely recall Bradley talked about a memory on the train? People keep using them thinking they're learning the history of Rosewall. I know the truth. You raise a single eyebrow. Things are shown, folks. They're all planning to get us to do what they want. I'll Sodalite. They're gonna take over and make us their servants. We'll see where this is going. Really? Really? The most important thing I can do is stop them. That's why I move around town looking for motes. Ones that put thoughts in your head. Key to figuring out the plan. You ought to believe me, you know, since you saw it too, that the town gets flooded. You're the only other person I've seen ignore the sign telling you not to drink the fountain water, and I think you can help. Help? How? Uncovering what the blobs are doing. They're getting people ready for those visions. I don't think those motes are memories. I think they're threats. You raise your other eyebrow. Think about it. The clown we saw in the vision wouldn't Rosewall. The streets look nothing like this place. So I think they showed us what will happen if we don't make it. Let them take over. It's a threat. A lie. Just like a fake one of Great War. One that caused everyone to stop fighting and start the armistice. Kind of things change don't happen. People would have to make a real honest effort over who knows how many years for something like that to work. You think the Great War was fake? I won't say it's fake. I just think there's a lot about it ain't telling. It's there that we can get up to the bottom of it. We? Well, yeah. Don't you want to know why you saw the flood? Let's say you don't believe me. Don't believe. I don't. If we at least look into it, we'll learn something, right? Whether I'm right or not as right is when we saw it in town. I have a workshop to run. I get that. I promise not to take up too much of your time. I know I ain't the only one. I'm going to expose the blobs for what they are. See you around, partner. I only just met Seagull yet. Oh, and thanks for trusting me even if you don't believe me. You see Seagull's face stretched in ways you can tell they haven't in a long time. Before he departs, they look like a smile. You realize after he's gone, you forgot to thank the man who may have saved your life. You shouldn't drink random water. Quest complete. Wake up call. So we can settle on the regular routine of your shop with your new companion. Merchant, I wish to speak to you. You're here. Thank goodness. Lorraine did as I asked. Lorraine? Nope, that's not right. Lorraine? Lorraine, as he also goes by Seagull, told me what happened at the maiden's kiss yesterday. How are you feeling? Still a little out of it. I see. Lorraine, or Seagull, mentioned you both had similar memory after sampling the water from a public fountain, was it? You relayed the memory you saw at the maiden's kiss. That is concerning. With your permission, I'll inquire at the curator of the Hall Sparks about this. She may have some insight to share as the city's leading expert on memories. Sure, go ahead. In the meantime, however, let us look to business. You were fortunate enough to recruit a Shet at the Gastronomica during your first day here. Maybe waves to the back of the shop. Hiya! Others craftsfolk will not simply come knocking on your doorstep. We have rules about that. Instead, craftsfolk with various skill sets visit the guild hall to let the city know they're available for work. Meanwhile, those who have workshops visit the guild hall to recruit companions to help their workshops thrive. We should make haste and head there now. I can guide you through the process. Also imagine you'll need additional workstations if you recruit more companions. Different crafts require different workstations after all. So as not to keep you waiting for the next recruit rating, I've taken the liberty of calling in a professional to measure your workshop for the installation of an additional workstation. On short notice, they should at least be able to lay the groundwork for whatever devices your workers may require. Then, once we know the specific needs of your recruit, we can make the necessary arrangements. With your permission, of course. Of course. Excellent. Then we'll leave the shop to cook for now, and head towards the guild hall. After you, merchant. This is the guild hall. Rather large, no? Not at all. I've never been in a building like this. Fancy. And large. The guild hall is one of the few buildings in Rosewall's secretariat is actually built rather than repurposed. Once Rosewall grew to a certain size, we formalized how people recruited craftsfolk, and we built this hall to... Hello! You seem new here. I'm Chris, the receptionist here at the guild hall. Oh, hello, Mr. Meddy. How's the program to make everyone's work going? That's not the goal of the... Let me know if you need any help with that. And you, of course you are. I don't know you, so you're looking for a worker or recruit. Recruit. Gotcha! Etc. merchant, or ETC merchant, I suppose it actually is. I can help guide you through the process. Well, Chris seems to have everything handled, so I'll leave you two to it. Wait, I have full confidence you'll flourish under Chris's wing. I wish that I had wings, Fling. I mean, not that you'll flourish, but you will flourish. To recruit someone, you talk to a guild master, I recommend someone for your shop, and you hired them. Honestly, the hardest part of the process is figuring out where all the guilds are, which is where I come in, because I know where all the guilds are. How many guilds are there? Lots. One for every job you can think of. The merchants, the most relevant ones are cooking, masonry, smithing, woodworking, artistry, and tailoring guilds. There are tons of other guilds you won't see much of, too. The Administration Guild, the Accountants Guild, the Legal Guild, the Secretary Society, Secret Society. Don't tell them I told you. That's a joke. There is no secret society. Every profession you can hire has its own quirks and perks. Go ahead, ask me about them. What do artists do? Gosh, that's a big question. Artists make, well, art. Art's fun to take and enjoy whenever. It also serves a function. Color arrangement, vases, jewelry, everyone needs gifts. There's all the big stuff, leaving a mark on the world is more permanent than the most rigid society structures, documenting the wonders and tragedies of life through world and song. Ceramic squirrels that look at shoppers from your window, that kind of stuff. Any other professions I can paint you a picture of? What do cooks do? Really? Well, they make food. Everyone loves food. More importantly, everyone needs food, so cooks are always in demand. It doesn't take long to make, and a lot of it can be made cheap, so cooks are constantly working. Some people also do it for fun. It's not fun for me, but I'm sure others like being around fire, hot oil, and sauces. The other professions I serve you. Just gonna go through all of them. Smiths handle anything to do with metal. A lot of foundations in Rosewall, the places we didn't just sell into, use metal. Smithing projects can be pricey, but the Smiths I know say the pay is great. Plus, they make crowbars. Chris starts her eyes around the room. Any other professions I can hammer out for you? Masons do a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of buildings and places in Rosewall are made of stone. You need gems for jewelry, Masons will handle it. Also good for the occasional art project. I guess congrats on the ghastly escaping? Not to mention all the things they make of Rowan, the magic stuff, they whip up the Crea clay. Masons really shine when they have other kinds of workers to collaborate with. Any other professionals I can chip away at you? Tailors make clothes, they're useful, and clothes are fun to make, I think, anyway. People in Rosemary like to look good, so good tailors also work in a variety of different items. Plus, bigwigs will pay really well to look better than everyone else at big galas and stuff. You might get major payday out of it. Seasons keep changing for some reason, so tailors have a steady flow of things to make. Any other professions you like me to stitch together? All kinds of stuff. They're pretty integral to Rosewall. Tools, wagons, and containers are made from wood too, so woodworkers are a key part of some of the biggest, highest paying projects out there. One time I carved a flute out of wood. It broke when I tried to use it as a crowbar to get into the old receptionist building, or desk. Sometimes I wonder if they left anything important hidden in that drawer. One day I'll find out, with a less fluty instrument. Generally, wood products tend to be durable if they're well cared for, and if you avoid too much improvisation. Any other professions I can clear up for you? Nope, we're through them all. Okay then. The guildmasters around all the guilds tend to be a little loose with their office hours. Right now, I think Antonia might be the only one here. Let's hope she's in a good mood. Alright, quick drink. Smithing Guild. So the guild master. Chris, what are you yelling about out there? I'm showing a merchant around. Just show him in here. Your yelling's distracting me. Right away, Guildmaster Antonio. Are you even prepared to have a smithy in your shop? It ain't easy. I didn't lose an eye quilting, you know. Well, someone saw him who works in my shop right now, actually. Well, if you think you can handle a smith, I got one for you. Introduce yourself, Valto. Howdy, the name's Valto, smith by trade. Be glad to work for you if you need someone smelting done. I'll vouch for him. Smoothest forged wheels I've ever seen. Done deal, yeah? Sure. Alright then. Valto, head over to your new shop, yeah? Merchant, take care of Valto here. Got it? Or else. Got it, Guildmaster Antonio. Good. Get out of here now. All these yelling's got me tired. Valto. Valto carries himself with a solid air of someone who's done hard work for a long time. His dependability is second only to the care he puts into his labor. Thank you for visiting us here at the Guild Hall. Whenever all the guildmasters are here and have Cresswell for you recruit, I'll send you a letter. That's very thoughtful of you, Chris. No need to thank me. It's my job, and I wouldn't be doing it otherwise. See ya. No, you do not need to provide your companions room and board. The housing guild handles living arrangements with public funds. Fortunately, I ran into you on the way to your shop, however. A new appliance should be finished by now. It takes a moment to recognize its owner as a large silhouette crouching in one of the corners of your shop. Raleigh? Aru, figured you'd be needing something installed eventually. Good to know you received my message, Raleigh. Everything up to code, I presume. We've stayed with additional workstations. Aye, Stuck folks are good at spacing their workshops. Graham's already done. Need to know what to put in now. I thought you worked at the train depot. Why are you here, Brawley? And I go back, spend some time helping out. Brawley, much like much of Rosewall, has come to recognize those who cared for are better equipped to provide care in return. Good way to make people. Sides all done, sent the worst station. Doesn't even know what kind of station it's going to be. Can't put metal without a forge. Gotcha. Set it up then. Say one thing for stuck folks. You gotta stick to the rules. Installing things according to code goes smooth with them. Anything else, Maddie? Not at the moment, brother. Thank you. Be off then. I should be heading out as well, merchant. I suppose you work with Valto. Master Valto, and expand your shop. If your shop's renown grows, so too will what your shop will be able to do. Iron, stein, casting, pewter, iron. But now, I would get ready to sell your stock. The items you make have little value if they do not sell. Sounds good. I could do that. Perfect, but before I forget, Ava, the curator mentioned it before, should stop by soon. She should be able to clear up our confusion from earlier. So long for now. Game over tutorial. Running a shop isn't easy, and Rosewall moves fast. There's an indicator showing you how many days you have to complete your next goal. If you don't hear your goal within time limit, don't worry. You can go back to the last checkpoint and try to achieve the goal. There are 5 regions of the menu. Each is successful for the icons on the top screen, switching tabs when the menu is open. Inventory shows your currently held goods and ingredients. Ingredients are materials used to craft goods. Goods are crafted items which are able to be sold in your shop. Some goods can be used to craft other goods. Quests show your active and completed quest objectives. Click here to remind yourself what to do or what craft goes next. Companions show the companions you've hired and gives you details about their skill levels. Companion gives you more information about items and allows you to pin ingredients to the HUD as a shopping list. Calendar displays current date and whether any events take place during that day. So we're here. It's either very hot or very cold, or decently cold. Given it's called the month of Frostwane, I'm guessing these temperatures are effectively in Fahrenheit and not Celsius. But to be fair, another month apparently is called Snowvial. Ooh, we're level 2 with Fair already. Get renowned by that. We got 14 recruits. Can't remember if we can effectively date recruits. Save in the empty slot here. Just in case. Hello, DJ. How are you doing? Saving is taking a lot longer than I expected. Shop upgrade tutorial. Shop upgrades allow you to expand your shop with new shelves, recipes, increase sales. Crafting updates unlock new recipes for associated crafting skill. You actually got good sleep? That's good. Hey, couch sleep sometimes great. Shop upgrades increase desirability, sales price items, stock shelves, display cores. Shelves hold more item stacks. Display cases can only hold 1 stack items. Those items sell for a higher price. Shop expansions unlock additional shelves and display cases. Front of house slots unlock additional roles for your companions to work in, increasing your sales and consumer through report. So more stuff unlocks from there.
No, you caught me.
There we go. Just had to save again. Crafting. I don't own any iron. I don't own anything I need. Drag and drop. Something seems wrong about this. My crappy little sandwich sells for more than the stew. I am doing well, DJ. We are showing off Merchants of Rosewall today, a game that I was going to try the demo for last week, and I'm kind of glad I skipped. Not because I'm not having fun, but because we are 48 minutes into it, and I am still very much in tutorial mode, and I was only doing 30-minute demos, so I wouldn't have gotten super far into it. Guess I put my fancy little shop or sandwich in here. Getting time, had to climb through the